Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we today? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we today? How are we today? You're welcome to this quick live session. I just want to drop some pointers that could help you gain perspective as to regards why you are here to buy properties. Some of us think that why we are here to buy properties because of probably some self-justifiable reasons. Of course, to us, every reason is important, is legit. But until you are given perspective, you're given some sort of guidance and some sort of education, you might think that you're doing the right thing, right? So this afternoon, I want to look into some of the reasons why we find it very difficult to invest in real estate, despite the so many advertorials, so many, realtors coming to our faces on our social media handles telling us about real estate. Despite all this information we get every day about the importance of investing in real estate, so many of us are yet to take that bold step towards acquiring our own property. And it's funny because at the end of the day, many of the reasons why we have not truly gone ahead to buy or invest in real estate are all convincing excuses. They don't hold water. And today I want to bring them to the bear. I want to bring them to the spotlight so that we can understand that there is appropriately no much reason for you to not invest in real estate, right? So it's going to be a very engaging live session that is going to help you, right? It's going to truly help you. So talking about the reasons why people find it very difficult to invest in real estate, it will do you good to understand that there are two factors that influences people's activity or inactivity in investing in real estate. There is the external and internal factors that prohibits or inhibits people from investing in real estate. Yes, in as much as the external and internal factors are very, very important and different, we are going to look deeper into the internal factors affecting people's decision to invest in real estate. People's decision to invest in real estate. People's decision to invest in real estate. So if you are live with me, if you are here, just type I'm hearing you. If you cannot hear me, tell me you're not hearing me, because we want to go deep into the juice of the matter, right? If you can hear me, tell me I can hear you. Please tell me you can hear me. Okay, like I said earlier, we have the external and internal factors that affects people's decision or indecision towards investing in real estate. And today we are looking at some of the internal factors. Internal factors are self-induced factors that we harbor that makes us to not go ahead and invest into assets like real estate, of course. These factors are very, very detrimental to our long-term wealth creation. So it's important that we come to a place of awareness. You become aware of all these factors that prohibits you and I from going ahead to investing in real estate. So in no particular order, I'm going to reel them out one after the other, right? In no particular order, the first one I think is the most important factor that causes people not to take proper investment decision as at when due as quick as possible is misplaced priorities. Number one is misplaced priorities. Misplaced priorities, right? So you see, people have different priorities going out there, right? Some people are much more pumped up to live the Dorime life, to enjoy themselves, to go to every club in every nook and cranny of every city, right? To travel around the world, to live the good life per se, which is good, right? And some people are much more, bent on, just saving their monies, making sure that at the end of the day their account balance is getting swollen, and which is also nice, right? And while some other people are just there, they are passive, they don't probably have any plans at all, so whereas there are people who are very much more motivated to invest in assets. So these are the different set of people with different priorities, right? So misplaced priorities is one of the most dangerous factors that makes people not to invest in real estate. Misplaced priorities. So you see so many people gallivanting around the world today. Some of them don't have any assets, some of them don't have any investment of any sort, but they prefer to spend all their incomes on luxury, on travels, on fun seekers basically. So they prefer to live that kind of life, as against investing some of the money, or even majority of their money, into assets like real estate. So you see, so many of us are in this category, misplaced priorities. We have a lot of things going on. At the end of the day, nothing truly is going on, because all is just charade. Everything is just shiny objects. There's nothing we can truly hold on to and say at the end of the day, we're going to use this money we've saved or this investment we've done. At the end of the day, we are just wasting and spending money left and right. So you see, the number one reason why people are not investing in real estate, despite people like me coming to your face every day to convince you to come and invest in real estate, is the fact that your priorities are misplaced. Your priorities are misplaced. You prefer to use those 100,000, 200,000 to just go and have fun. With the mindset that tomorrow will provide for itself, or 200 and 100,000 is not big enough for you to begin to think about investment. That is not good. That's life from the pit of hell, right? That's life from the pit of hell. So those are 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, if well managed, if well channeled, can begin to create a life that you're going to have fun with in the future. Right? It's going to prepare you for a better life in the future. Those 100,000, 200,000 that you keep spending left and right anytime they come, your way, those are little salaries, or those are big salaries that comes in, and the first thing that comes to your mind is go and live good life, go to club, send monies to people that truly don't care about you, and all those things that are going to lead you to perpetual poverty. And at the end of the day, you're going to regret that you didn't take those actions. Especially when these people like us are always coming to your face, telling you about the importance of investing in real estate. So if you don't do it now, you are going to miss out on the long run. Hope you understand this factor. Priorities, misplaced priorities, is one of the reasons why most people are not invested in real estate, and it's painful. It's because when we walk around, we see people who are well-to-do, who will know that at least at the moment they have some huge hundreds of thousands and around them, and they're not thinking about investing in assets. And you try your possible best to talk to these people. Okay, that your 100,000, 200,000, let's begin to drop it into a very good, real estate company's account. For the next 6 months to 1 year, you're going to be a proud landlord. Some of them don't even listen to you because that is not their priority at that moment. And it's sad. It's sad. And this brings us to the second point, which is lack of proper investment education. Lack of proper investment education, or lack of proper money education, finance education, basically, It is, because when I meet this kind of people, the first thing I do is to attack their mind. I begin to educate their mind about the importance of investing in real estate, which by default and of course, unfortunately, for where we are currently as a people, is only a few number of us that have the proper, access to financial education. Financial education is not taught in school. Financial education is not accounting. Financial education is not in economics. Financial education is not it's not any form of formal education that you receive from your secondary to university. No. Financial education is another kind of education that is taught outside the university environment. It's taught outside the university environment, which investment is one of it. It's part of it. So some of us don't probably have the right proper investment education. That makes us to not to take the right decisions at the right time, right? Some of us don't understand the importance of investment at its basic level, right? So some of us don't even understand what it means, what an investment means. You understand? Some of us think that Ponzi is an investment. Some of us think that, even probably some of the things that have come and gone lately, not long ago, are all they're not investment. Investment, for it to be an investment, has to be long term and has to be profitable. That's an investment. There is that assurance that it's going to be long term and it's going to be profitable. That is what is called investment. Not that I mean 1 year, 2 years, 3 years upwards, right? And it has to be profitable. That is what defines an investment. So anything that doesn't promises you, profit at the end of the day is not an investment. It's a Ponzi. It's a gamble. So some of us don't have this financial education. That is why we don't truly prioritize investing in real estate or land, as the case may be. So I was talking with my barrister this morning. So we were just deliberating, just feeding off each one's brain. So I started letting her understand the importance of investing in land. I told her that land is much more important than building on land. Yes, I told her that if I have 100 million naira on me now, what I will do is to go to a place, a location that is not too far from the city center, somewhere like Ikwere and Eche local government. These two local governments that is going to experience the next big thing when it comes to real estate development in Rivers State. These two body local governments, Ikwere LGA and Eche LGA. I'll go down there, use that 1 million and acquire 100 plus of land. So 100 million and acquire 100 plus of land, right? Or more, depending on the cost of property as a there. As a girl going into the city center to buy a building worth 100 million. She asked me why. I said, simple. Like I told you, the true definition of investment is anything that have long-term profitable potentiality, right? That's an investment. So the both have long-term, profit, potentialities, But the thing you need to look into is which of them has a higher rate of better profitability in the long run. My 100 plots somewhere at Ikwere LGOHA in the next 30 years has the higher probability of giving me more money than a plot of land with a building on it. I'm going to buy 100 million in town here in Port Harcourt. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. In the next 30 years, that land might cost, let's say, 400 million or 500 million, as the case may be. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. It's going to cost 405. That one plot of land with a building is going to cost 400 and 500 million, as the case may be, and that's going to be a massive investment. Now let's look at the 100 plots I got at 1 million each in the next 30 years. Let's say with the worst case scenario, each plot start going for 10 million naira. That's $1 billion naira in the next 30 years. So you cannot compare $1 billion to 500 million. So you see, when I tell you that land is a better investment than buying a building, I know what I'm talking about. And like I said, it's because of lack of proper investment education that makes people not to prioritize investing in real estate. Lack of proper investment education. So I just painted the picture of you using 100 million naira to buy 100 plots as against buying a building of 100 million. In the next 30 years, the land of 100 million that you bought will worth more than the building you bought for 100 million. It's a no-brainer. These are the things that most people don't truly understand about investing in real estate, and that's why most of them don't even go into buying into real estate. That's why most of them want to wait till when they have saved up to 100 million to go and buy a building, instead of using that 1 million they have got to secure a plot of land and fence it. You understand? So that's it. It's just common sense. And like the Bible said, Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the truth. But how would they have faith if they don't hear? How would they know if they don't hear? And you're hearing it today, right? So the second reason why most people don't prioritize investing in real estate is because there's no form of education, investment education on them. They don't know anything. So today, if you have not yet invested in real estate, know that you probably have not been educated. Your mind has not been educated enough. You have not truly learned a lot about the importance of investing in real estate. That's why you still have a plot of land in your name. And as it stands now, the way Port Harcourt is going, very soon a land of 500, 600,000 will be a thing of the past. I mean, maybe at Port Harcourt, Ikwere, all this, boarding local government that is currently having this, flush of development already. Very soon, to get a land of 500, 1 million will be a thing of the past. So now people are, flooding your timelines, your statuses with, cheap properties. It's the right time for you to dig deeper and grab as many plots as possible, right? So if you're learning, tell them learning. The number 3 reason why most people have not thought about investing in real estate is because they think there is time. They think there is time. You think there is time. Everyone thinks there is time. And that is a very big undoing to your future self. You're actually harming your future self, your children in the future, your wife in the future, anybody that's going to benefit from you in the future by thinking today that there is time for you to still, expand. There's no time, my brother. There's no time. If there is time for every other thing on this planet, you see real estate, there's no time. There's a popular saying that you buy real estate to wait. So instead of they say you don't wait to buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait. That singular quote should inform you that there is absolutely no time. There is no time. So some of you think that there is time for you to still while away and wait and save up and do this and do that, and at the end of the day, when you are ready, there is no time. There is no time you are even going to be ready. There is no time you are going to be ready. Not like any other time or 20,000, your taste is you want to buy a building. That's the problem. And that's why you think that it's time. When you have made up to 100 million, you will not go and buy it. What if inflation keep doing us as a people, this thing is doing us? And when you have saved up to 100 million in the next 40 years, that are 80 years. Now to get a very befitting house will now cost you like 500 million. What will you now do? You will still keep saving, right? So there is no time to wait. You buy real estate and wait. You don't wait to buy real estate, honestly. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So there is no time at all. Hope that sank, right? So we talked about misplaced priorities. Number 1, why people are not investing in real estate. Misplaced priorities. Number 2, lack of proper investment education. Number 3 is you think there is time. You think I can't even deliberate much on this point because most people I know think there is time. There was one guy I met. I say, "Okay, come and buy." Like, say, land go always there now. Land go always there. I'm more just for this small, Is that funny? And it's the truth. It brings us down to the misplaced priorities. So you see, all these excuses are interlinked. They're interlinked. They're interlinked. So most people think that there is time to while away. Of course, when you're ready, when you are finished enjoying yourself and you've saved a lot of money, then you can now calm down and invest. Funny. There's never going to be an appropriate time because enjoyment will always be there for you to enjoy. So it's the earlier you cut down on enjoyment and start to invest your money in assets, the better for you. I always tell some of my people that, see, while growing up, most of our friends then, some of them that were opportunity to live very amazing lives were people who their fathers invested in real estate in the time past, right? Those are people that were able to live that largesse life, feel good, buy electronics that they want, buy, PS and all those things and live good lives because their father has some extra cash coming from real estate investment. They can easily sell off one plot of land and everybody's okay. There are some of us that our parents didn't really truly think through in that direction, barely scratch through life. So, and that's why we won't allow you to make such mistakes. And that's why people like us cannot make such mistakes. Because life taught us the hard way. Life taught us the lesson of investment the hard way. So I talked about 3 things. The number 4 reason why most people don't think about investing in real estate, number 4 reason, which is also a very valid reason, is past bad investment experience. Past bad investment experience. So some of us have been hurt in the time past on things that truly we invested money into, and those things turned out to be very, very catastrophic. So some of us, due to that bad experience, once or twice as the case may be, we decided to give up on investing or anything called investment. And it's important to know that most of these things that we have put in our hands before that hurt us, that brought our hands, are not truly investment. We are not properly educated. We just saw Ponzi's or just saw schemes flying around. We carry our money and go and put. So of course, a layman will target an investment. Of course, there's a movement of money from his pocket into another person's bank account. So with the hope that the money will yield something. So to a layman, it's investment. To a layman, it's an investment. So we won't truly blame you if you are in this category. If you are still healing from a past bad investment experience, we will still blame you, because there is no lesson without, how will I put it? Most lessons are learned from experience. So you are just learning your own lesson. So next time, before you go to invest in anything at all, you need to actually ask yourself, is this an investment or a Ponzi? You define it. If it means asking questions, you ask questions. People like us that are highly good with advising, we are great advisories. We can help you. That's one core building foundation of the Realty here, right? We are very particular about educating people, about advising, about consultations. We don't allow you to put your money into something that will hurt you. So some of us have experienced one bad investment in the past that has hurt us badly, and we have refused to let go. We have held on to it. We have refused to forgive our past and forge ahead. This is why most times when we meet people and tell them come and invest in real estate, they will just laugh. These people have come again. Yes, it's because they have experienced bad investment in the time past. That is one of the things holding people down, holding you back from investing in real estate, at least buying a plot of land for yourself this 2022, is because probably over the course of this year, last 5 years, you've found yourself in the hot soup of bad investment. So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't allow those experiences deter you. Don't allow the experience from bad investment stop you from what is abound in the real estate industry, from buying at least a plot of land for yourself. Like I always tell people, an investment is a risk at large, and there's levels to the risk. There's the calculated aspect of it and the uncalculated aspect of it. So if you are able to calculate your risks to a great extent, there's high probability that you will not be hurt. So what happens is that most people just dive into an investment because a friend or family told them that this investment is paying. They will just rush into it and get hurt. And because of that bad experience, they will grow a thick skin toward anything called investment. So when you need to tell them that, see, there's every need for you to invest your 100,000, 200,000, or $1 million in real estate, at least in the land, they will just laugh at you and say, these guys have come again. So it is time for you to heal. It's time for you to forgive your past. Detach yourself from that experience and forge ahead, because there are time waits for no man, right? So detach yourself and forge ahead. So remove yourself from the past experience and move ahead and start investing in land. Start buying properties. Start buying land, at least. Land that they are cheap. Start buying land. Start buying land. Start buying land. So we are still on some of the reasons why some people don't consider investing in real estate, right? We've talked about, we said that there are two factors to it, the external and internal factors. There are the external and internal factors that affect people from not going ahead to make real estate investment. Today we say we're going to focus more on the internal factors. We have talked about misplaced priorities as number one point why most people are not investing in real estate. We say that most people don't have the proper investment education. They don't. And we are not sure about that. And that's why we are here, to help you. Number two reason is because people think that there is time. People think that there is time. The number four reason we just talked about is because of bad experience from past investments. Bad experience from past investments. All these things are valid reasons. And like I said, most people don't even know that these are what are stopping them from investing in real estate. And it's good that we bring them to the fore, to the bear, so that you can understand what is holding you back and get delivered. Right? Very important. The number four reason, which is going to be our last point for today, is fear of cost. Fear of cost. So most people think that real estate is for the super world, for the billionaires and millionaires, of course, in our midst. That's what stops most people from even entertaining the idea of investing in real estate. Most people think that there is, that is for the super wealthy. And I'm here to tell you that that's a big lie. That's a big lie. Not now that there are so many real estate companies around here who are helping you gain access to real estate investment as easy as possible. Thinking that real estate is for the super wealthy is a big fat lie in the current dispensation we are living. So a fear of cost should not stop you from going ahead to make real estate investment. Fear of cost should not even be an entertained idea when you are thinking about what next to invest in. And like I always tell people, the cheapest of the asset class is land. Not even building, not even gold, not even silver. The cheapest of the asset class is land. So when it comes to investing in properties, in land, for example, don't think about fear of cost. Not now that the real estate company is making the acquisition process as easy as possible. Right? So fear of course shouldn't stop you. Of course, we have so many good payment structures around projects here in Port Harcourt and of course other cities. So don't allow fear of course stop you from investing in properties. With as easy as 100,000, 50,000, 200,000, you can begin paying small for your land here in Port Harcourt through yours truly, the Realty, and it's not going to hurt you. In the next 3 to 6 months, you're already a landlord. That's fun. The money you would have used to go and do the remake, which are misplaced priorities, use and just waste around, deposit into a plot of land for 3 to 6 to 12 months. You are already a landlord, and you are good to go. I hope we learned a little bit of one or two today. Today we looked at some of the reasons that's holding people back from investing in real estate, right? We talked about misplaced priorities. We talked about lack of investment education. We talked about people thinking that there is time for them to still while away. We talked about past bad investment experiences for people. And the last, which is not the least, also is that the fact that people have fear of cost when it comes to investing in real estate. So all these things are mythologies. They are all existent, but they are all distractions. They don't matter when it comes to invest. The only thing you need to do is to reach out to that trusted real estate agent or advisory. People like me, reach out to us and we'll help you understand. And I will help you basically with the right investment idea and help you make the journey smoother and easier for you. Remember, this is powered by the Realty, your number one real estate company here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, making sure that you have access to the best and most profitable real estate investment as easy as possible. As easy as possible. So, in case you are thinking of acquiring one plot of land, of which you should begin to think in that direction, don't hesitate to shoot me or us here at Realty a DM. And of course, you might be in the bus with us to our site this Saturday by 9 a.m. to go and see what we have for you. And you can, of course, invest in any of the projects that appeals to you. Thank you for staying around. Do share this video. And, of course, comment what you learned from this video after watching. Keep shining, keep investing in real estate, keep making yourself proud, keep making your future self proud. And don't Don't forget that it's only those who makes plans for tomorrow that actually enjoys tomorrow. Those who makes plans for tomorrow are actually, or people that doesn't make plans for tomorrow become victims of tomorrow. See you later. Take care of yourself.